Hello everyone, today I'll be playing and beating dragonblockc as Invincible, aka Mark Grayson. I'm using Fiskssuperheromod and of course dragonblockc. Let's get into it. I tested out my abilities and maybe even played with them for a while. This flight is so cool, it just feels so dynamic and this just feels so cool. Then began to travel to my first mission, which was meeting Master Roshi. After I talked to the hermit, a few people came and fought me at Kame house, yeah. I also fought the Pilaf gang. I entered a tournament where I ended up in the finals with Jackie Chan, but he looked awfully familiar. Don't know why. Up until now, in the editing process, I still can't put my finger on it. Then dismantled the Red Ribbon Army because, I'm a hero. Before entering another tournament, specifically the Fortune Teller Barber tournament. But I realized that I was pretty weak, so I went to Kami for training. I learned a few things that would help me, such as key fist and defense penetration. Got back down, I finished the tournament, and then I started a new one where I met a Triclops. After this tournament, I found Dylan dead, alongside his cold dead body. The thing had killed him. I began fighting people in King Piccolo's army. Till he himself, the demon, showed up. I traded blows with him for a while until he ran away. I went to Korin, then I followed King Piccolo. Fourth drum before seeing a young King Piccolo. This was my hardest battle, but alas, I came up on top. I had a time skip and I was attending the 23rd World Tournament. I fought my old buddy Tien before reuniting with King Piccolo's son. It's crazy. This battle was my most intense one yet. My superhuman reflexes made this much easier to dodge and quickly strike back. This strategy was working until Piccolo went giant, but alas, I was victorious. Before I went up to Dragon Ball Z, I got a nice new blue suit. And it really matches my accents, my eyes and all that. The first thing I did before actually fighting is up my attributes, because I could barely handle Piccolo. How am I supposed to fight Raditz or Vegeta or even Cell or Frieza? Cybermen were easy to defeat, so I quickly did that and moved on, as in pummeled Raditz to a pulp before fighting Vegeta and Nappa. In the end, all I can say is filter my facial settings. Wondered what an offspring between the two would be like. Question for later. Barked to Namek. I want to say there was a lot of good fights in Namek, but it's just Frieza henchmen, so... Then came the big boss himself, but my pride got the best of me. I let him transform just for him to lose, and I destroyed him, dominated him. Like, as an emperor, like being destroyed by a Viltrumite, like that's crazy. I got that over with and went back to Earth. He followed me to Earth. Oh crap! He brought his puppy, his daddy. That's crazy. Finally, I can rest. I hate this world. Androids? I know I control when I fight the NPCs, but like, this gives me no room for editing. Like, what the hell was I doing? Come on, come on, come on. Because I was out of key and my hits need key. These darn robots are getting too strong, bro. Like, it's getting annoying. I went to the time chamber and put some TP into stats since missions were getting crazy hard. And besides, apparently Viltrumites gain strength every time they fight, so this is the best way to show that. Yeah. Next up was the second baddest android. You know who the first is? Android 21. Like, you can't even fight me on that. Like, it's a stated fact. It's Android 21. She's badder than 18. That's a fact. I ended her with ease, but I couldn't kill her. Something in me just told me, be nice. Their humanity was taken, so feel pity for them. This big ugly green monster then showed up. It called itself Cell, which is such a cool name, by the way. Kept it at bay. In fact, I was lucky that he left. I won't even lie to you that I kept it at bay. He left, basically. He had already absorbed Android 17, so I needed to destroy 18 before he could absorb her, but before I could, Sylvia appeared again. The best I could do now was make sure that he didn't find it, but alas, I couldn't prevent perfection. Called me boring and left, but before he left, he declared the Cell game 7 days from now. I got senzu beans from Korean and got ready for Cell. I then flew all the way to the arena. When I got there, 7 Cell juniors were waiting for me. These guys were just insanely hard to fight. even a percent of Cell's power, then I am royally screwed. Battle began, and he was a hard hitter, believe me. I beat him pretty hard, but due to his cells, it made him super perfect. But through determination, I won the Cell Games. My suit was practically destroyed, so I had to get a new one. 7 years later, some geezer called Supreme Kai telepathied me, without my permission mind you, and told me about this Babidi guy and this Bull guy, so I had to stop him. I went out and began toppling Babidi's forces. It was rather easy, in my opinion. What I failed to realize was I was slowly feeding Boo's egg energy. First, the 1 in a million case scenario had taken place. Majin Buu had been reincarnated. He wasn't taking any permanent damage, so I was literally going over. Then left with Babidi. I was able to catch up with him. Able to make Buu conflict with himself and separate into two, which were Good Buu and Evil Buu. Then they fought, and Evil Buu won and absorbed Good Buu. So that's how I started scrapping Super Buu. I won't even lie to you, I was dominating you until you absorbed Piccolo and Goku. It wasn't enough because I was still dominating. I won't lie to you. It was like he would barely do anything to me. The only thing he was doing is like taking my key, because every time I hit, I use like the key fist ability to make it like a harder punch, since I can't using transformations that are any transformations that are like not sensible, something that you couldn't use, something that wouldn't be logical. Buu turned into Bukkalo. I think what happened was Gotenks diffused in there, therefore Bootanks became Bukkalo. My pride got the best of me. If I just defeated him right there and then, Gohan wouldn't have been absorbed. Is what I would say if I wasn't gonna win regardless. He could absorb Vegeta and I would still win. Nah, I'd win. It's like my go-to video, but check it out. My plan had worked. I removed everyone from him, but what came out was even more horrifying. Second most destructive being in the known universe, the original Boo. Like, I was dodging them like they were bullets. Like, I was trying not to trigger his ki blast, so just the amount of damage that would be upon the earth, because he could just destroy it easily. Then defeated Kid Buu, Majin Buu, the original Buu, the most destructive Buu. Not stronger, but just more destructive. If you want me to do Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Super Broly, please like and subscribe, and I'll maybe post it on Wednesday if this video gets good enough reviews. Let me stop yapping. This video is already as long as it is. I'm not anyone else's. You're Loser Ryan. Goodbye.